We're just gonna cancel the stream and just play Scorn instead.
I mean, I wish. I want to keep playing. That's okay. This time we'll get it. Tweet is out. Hello, Pepsi Core. Is there anything else I need to do? Dark Souls not. No, Dark Souls is great, but like, I don't know, I'm really enjoying Scorn and I want to go play more of it. Cat, you came up on my desk, which means you have to say hi to everyone. Say hi to the people, Kraken. Yeah, oh, you don't want to say hi, okay. Alright. So, no, I didn't mean to press retry. Dang it. So funny story today. Zamboni actually, technically died and was brought back to life today.
I'm sorry, what?
So he went in for a cleaning, of his teeth, and they put him under with anesthesia, and because his breathing is so messed up, the anesthesia did not do well, and his heart actually stopped beating for a little while. But thankfully they did CPR, and he's fine now. But yeah, that was a bit scary.
Was the anesthesiologist like aware of his like breathing issues?
Yeah, we talked about everything beforehand when we did the appointments, and they're like, yeah, they said basically his breathing situation is very similar to a pug.
Right.
So they basically treated him like a pug, but apparently even that was not enough. So they only got half of his teeth cleaned, and honestly, in hindsight, if I knew that was a possibility that he would, his heart would stop, I would have not have had it and get his teeth cleaned. But yeah, thankfully he's all right. But
God, dude.
yeah, they only got half of it done. Then, like, so half of his mouth is clean. But then when we brought him home from the vet, they said that, come down here. There we go. Oh jeez. I want the first death of the stream to be to that guy. When we went and got him, they were like, well, he's still recovering from. Oh, blank stream. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll have to do this quick because I'm getting chased by ghosts. Game capture.
It's just Doom 3. Yeah, we just swapped the Doom 3 for one stream.
There we go. Now
Happy Halloween.
There, now you can see it. Let's make sure. There we go. Doom 3 stream, okay. That would be fun.
So,
Whoops, wrong thing. Yeah?
I am honestly kind of shocked that a dental cleaning appointment uses like enough and like anesthesiologist like equipment to potentially cause your heart to fucking stop in certain situations.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's because it's for a cat and they have to really put him under because it's a cat and, cats aren't going to cooperate. I don't know though. Back in the rhythm of fighting this dude. And so he was coming down off of, or they said, yeah, he's probably gonna still be a little woozy.
No shit.
Yeah, but then, and so we were like, oh, okay, well we'll just like take him out of his carrier and Rachel can hold him, on the way home. He was not very sleepy, actually. He was very awake and wanted nothing more than to explore the car and try to get on my lap as I was driving, and it was interesting. But yeah, so he's fine now, thankfully.
Did they give you like a call and was just like, hey, so here's some news.
Yeah.
Your cat technically died on the table.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, actually.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, Rachel took the call, so I'm not sure exactly what they said, but Yeah, it was basically that. Oh, hi, I forgot about him. Yeah, a little rough. And the thing
Like-
is, so like, obviously, no one, you never want any of your pets to, die. You would never want one of your pets to die. But there's a sense in which it's like, another cat, it's like, it'd be horribly sad. But you can get a cat after that, and they're sort of like, it's another cat,
Right.
But the thing with Zamboni is, like, it's gonna be real tough when he goes, because there is no way to ever replace him.
Yeah,
but,
he's just such a a unique cat.
yeah. Like, I don't know if I don't know how we'd ever, fill the Zamboni void. Not that you can really replace other pets per se, but when you
Right.
get another cat, it's like so cats are all kind of roughly the same. You know what I mean?
Right.
Unless
Wow.
they're Zamboni. And, wow. Yeah.
That was a lot of damage.
Okay, I'm gonna actually get in close here and die immediately.
Yeah, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
So
Excuse me.
did they say how long he was technically heart stopped for?
For a minute.
'Cause
Which seems a long time to me. I don't know. They said, I asked if there was any like potential for brain damage. Not that we'd ever be able to tell with him, but
right. That was my like immediate concern is
Yeah.
oxygen supply to the brain.
the vet tech or whoever who like brought him out wasn't sure, but I don't know. They didn't seem too concerned. I'm figuring we're just gonna keep an eye on him and see.
He wasn't too concerned. Yeah, no idea if he got brain damage, but he's just a cat. We can't tell.
Yeah, no, it was more like I don't think they saw that as a possibility, but it's kind of hard to tell with medical people, Wait, John Carmack been teasing people about Black Mamba? I don't know what that means.
Man, that's fucking. I've so many like. So many stupid questions that are really inappropriate.
I mean, inappropriate as in like in bad taste, or inappropriate like we can't say this on Twitch?
No, I guess in bad taste. I don't know like anything about like for cat CPR. Do they have to like breathe into their mouth? Do they use like little tiny cat paddles?
Yeah. Well, I was wondering. I was like, because I know for human CPR, what I've heard at least is that if you are doing CPR properly on a person, their ribs are going to end up broken.
Yeah, I actually did CPR training in high school. I know like for humans it's quite an aggressive process.
Yeah.
But
and
for cats I have no idea.
Apparently not as aggressive because his ribs aren't broken. So yeah, I was wondering that too. Like, how does that work? And I forgot to ask when I picked him up. I was mostly just, excited to have him back.
Yeah, like Jesus.
But yeah, I am also curious about that.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, not really
I
what we expected to happen with a routine dental cleaning.
Okay, you opened the stream being like, oh my god.
Jeez.
You open the stream being like, you ever have days where you just feel kind of shitty and don't know why? And you're telling me that your cat fucking like died on the table?
Yeah, true. I did feel kind of crappy even before that, but
okay.
Yeah, that definitely didn't help. Yeah, right.
That
now
was
I'm just-
actually that was a good attempt actually.
Yeah, it was. Oh, I'm peeking really bad. Hold on, I'm gonna. Turn down
The big mistake I saw you made there is you forgot to run during his
I did. Yeah.
downward cast.
Yeah. And that took a bunch of health. There we go. Yeah, I think tonight will be the night. getting this done. Yeah, tonight. Not that I mind streaming to people, but you know, tonight is definitely one of those nights where it's just sort of like, I just kind of want to not, you know, be around anyone.
Yeah, I totally get in those moods too.
Yeah. Missed Artorias. Yeah, Artorias was several streams back. Most of the streams since Artorias have been me fighting, what would you
This
call this guy?
asshole.
Artorias Prime?
Manus, asshole of the
Manus.
abyss.
Man-ass.
Man, we've
we
been
need to
hanging
get-
out with Andrew too much.
Okay, so I really do need to kill that guy. I can't just get through it. Hi, Wizard of... so I have, in addition to the news of, you know, my cat almost dying, I have a new headset, which I have very conflicted feelings on, but I believe the mic is higher quality. Does it sound higher quality?
I think it does.
Because the reason I got this is because, I had this laying around. The reason I switched over to it is because I, recorded that chasm footage for their, what's this, oh, okay. Recorded that chasm footage for streaming, for the Next Fest stream. And I was doing some tests, and it was just like, my mic was just awful, and it was too quiet no matter how much I boosted it, and I was like, is this how it always sounds? So I just switched over. Oh yeah, I gotta kill him.
Are you using? Is this a headset?
Yeah.
Yeah, I something that I've learned from doing a lot of like, oh god.
Yeah, this is...
Oh. This route kind of, I don't know.
I'm not as big a fan of it. I think it's faster, but it's... Yeah, I don't know.
You lose time just having to fucking kill.
Yeah.
So something I learned from doing like GDC and all my like recent interviews is that obviously with a headset mic you're compromising quality for convenience because it's a you know, it's a headset mic.
Yeah.
And if you really want like a boost in your voice quality, you're probably gonna need to get like a, you know, a table mic.
Yeah. I don't know where I'd put this on. Well, I need to get a new desk. I need to get one of those, like the desk you have.
Yes. Oh my god. One of the best investments I've ever made.
Yeah, I really need to do that. I should do that like immediately. But also this week has been backstab. This has been a very expensive week so far because in addition to the whole cat thing, which still cost a bunch of money even though it wasn't, you know, a successful tooth cleaning. We had to build a entirely new deck. Well, had to is maybe a bit of a stretch, but the old deck was like really poorly built. I don't know what they were doing with that whenever they built it, and it was like it was like sort of like warping and, you know, seizing up or heaving up. I mean. And actually, I think it was starting to, like, crack the room it was connected to.
Is this an outdoor deck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume it receives a lot of, like, rain and stuff, right?
Yeah, we have some water drainage problems, and so, we've actually, that's been a project this year, is taking care of those, because our basement has flooded twice. And that's just not
fun.
Cool. Yeah, so I think we've gotten that taken care of, but one of the steps in that was just getting the whole deck replaced, which, as you can imagine, is not cheap.
No, definitely not.
In addition to that, because of the whole basement flooding thing, we had to get an entire new floor put in. Well, not entire, but in half of the basement, there was carpet. Which we ended up ripping up because, first of all, it was terrible carpet, and second of all, it got drenched when the basement got flooded, and it was just not gonna...
Yeah, it was gonna become a mold fucking, like, growing ground.
Yeah, so we just ripped it up, and we... Oh, no! Don't dodge forward into that. Dang it.
That was actually a really good attempt. That first phase, you had that on, like, muscle memory pretty much on lock.
Now we're getting into the second phase grind. So we had to get new flooring in the basement also, which also is not cheap. So between those two things, like, I feel bad, you know, buying another expensive. I forget, those desks are relatively expensive, aren't they? As
Yeah,
desks go.
ours was like, I have to look, but it was definitely over $1,000.
Yeah. Bad time for drinking tea. Yeah, I should do it though. It's like a huge improvement.
Yeah, it's one like, I think we talked about this last time. If you're working at a desk all day long, like you really want to invest in a good chair and a good desk because
Yeah.
it's your occupation, like equipment, just as much as your computer is.
And I definitely need a new chair also. I should do that. I'll just have to sell a few more copies of Iron Lung.
And plus we got the Gloomwood money should be coming in the next month or so. So that'll be another nice boost.
I will now get the experience that Andrew has every time we do Dusk Money, which is seeing a really fantastic sum of money, most of which is going to someone else. And then you get this tiny little, not to, I guess, reveal revenue splits on stream, but
yeah. I mean, you know, it's that thing where, like, yeah, it's like, you know, it's a lot of money, but like without the contribution, it would be like even less. So, or the way I'm trying to describe this is like Andrew takes like whatever percentage, but Andrew's contribution sold that many more copies that it ends up being a net bonus anyways.
Oh, what I meant is that whenever we do whenever we do Dusk revenue, like it'll be, you know, whatever amount Dusk made, and then, you know, I get a large chunk of that, New Blood gets a large chunk of that, and then Andrew gets like a tiny little chunk of it.
Yeah.
So he's always seeing these huge numbers thrown around, and he's like, oh, then, well, it's gotta unlock for that one. Oh crap.
That's okay. You survived it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet it's the funniest for Dave because he sees this like massive amount of money, and then it's like, oh right, and most of this isn't mine.
He talks about that. He's like, no. He's like, I like just looking at it, like,
yeah, just like look at the bank, look at the bank account just for like a minute, just being like,
Exactly.
If I was Jeff Bezos for 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, that wasn't an unlock. Oh my gosh, I almost died there. Okay, I don't think I have time to heal.
No, you should probably heal.
Yeah, I should have healed.
That was so close.
Yeah, the crazy thing is that I think usually composer contracts, they don't get any like royalties. Like we actually added that in for Andrew later. It's like we gotta get Andrew in on this.
That makes sense. Just because of the amount of music that Andrew did for Dusk,
so
it was a massive amount. It reminds me of that thing where like every now and then people will get angry about like, oh man, like why is Dusk such a like big file size compared to like, you know, Quake and stuff like that. And like people just don't realize how much space music takes up, and particularly the high quality music that Dusk has. Like,
it's crazy. It's
super
like,
good.
I think I've said I've talked about it before, but it's like there's I think like 100 separate tracks in that game, and those are each one of those is a like different piece of music. Those aren't like
it's a stunning amount of work.
Yeah, it's crazy. Went above and beyond. So yeah, I just sometimes feel really guilty It's like, oh yeah, and here's your money, Andrew.
Andrew's a musician, and he's used to getting like,
It's nothing.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for the money model there is that like you set up multiple revenue streams,
Yeah.
and hopefully it accumulates into something that you can live off of.
Yeah, which it has.
And it
He's really
yes,
good at what he does.
yeah, and he knows how it works, and he's made it work, which is honestly like incredible because my dad's in the music industry, and
Yeah, Andrew uses some of his products.
yes, yeah, and he knows my dad was broke for so much of his younger years trying to make it in the industry, and it's fucking brutal. It's
worse than games.
It's way worse than games,
Yeah.
and I think the only industry that might be harder is like literary book writing.
Or maybe visual arts.
Could be, yeah.
I don't actually know much about that, but the impression I get is that's a real tough one. Also,
Actually,
games
my
is
mom
actually
is
one
in.
of the easier ones.
My
Oh, your
mom's into visual arts. She does oh damn.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, I am dead. Yeah.
But my mom's only like dipping her toe into selling pieces
Oh,
for
okay.
that. So like I still don't really know too much about that, but
So, I'm combining together a couple of different subjects. I guess. Back when I did the Music Machine, I wasn't really broke at that time, but I didn't have a lot of money, and so all of the violin bits in the Music Machine they're me playing the violin, but they were all recorded on a headset mic, and and then I just had tried to use reverb or like sort of artsy up it a little bit to try and disguise that fact.
yeah, I think I'd have to verify with my dad, but I think the most expensive equipment that he owns at his studio is probably the mics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got like extremely vintage mics,
Oh okay.
and they're the kind that like don't get made anymore because he's like, these are super high quality. They're impossible to find. They don't manufacture the pieces for these anymore.
Is it that the vintage ones have a specific sound to them, or is it that?
Yeah,
Okay.
especially so like, my dad does instrument libraries, and if you're doing certain instruments, sometimes you want that sort of like vintage kind of feel to them, the kind of stuff that like, oh yeah, this sounds like a guitar on a like 1960s track.
Yeah.
And
okay.
so what he tries to do is he tries to get all the equipment to replicate the sound of like that guitar playing a 1960s riff.
Okay. Yeah.
And so like he's gotten, god damn it, that's stupid
I hate that
swing.
attack. Yeah.
So he'll go and like find the mics that like, oh yeah, these are the mics that were used to like record the Beach Boys' first album. And preserve them and keep them in good shape.
That's awesome.
The studio that he owns is actually a refurbished studio that was used to record like a bunch of those kind of artists, like the Beach Boys and like Red Hot Chili Peppers. Frank Sinatra did a couple albums there.
Oh wow.
And the city, it was like totally, it was abandoned because in LA went through a phase of most of its music studios being shut down because the music industry is insane. And yeah, Michael Jackson did one. So it was abandoned and had like insane flooding damage, and just the city was gonna bulldoze it, and then my dad was like, actually, I will buy it and renovate it, and now it's still an operational studio.
That's awesome. We should use that Oh, that tail attack!
Oh, the tail attack!
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while. Oh, hey, Eric's in chat.
Tell him he's a coward for not playing GTFO
Eric, you
with
are a
us.
coward for not playing GTFO with us. The other day, Eric, I was like, man, Dylan, I would love to play GTFO again. And Dylan is like, can't. Eric won't play it. And I was like, he is a coward. My exact
He was
words.
so mad that I told you that. He was like, how dare you how dare you, like, you're telling me that I'm too stressed out playing GTFO and I play fucking Hunt with you guys? Like,
Oh, Hunt is nothing compared to GTFO.
really?
Stress goes. Yeah, Hunt is pretty... well, I mean, granted, my experience playing Hunt is playing with, like, Andrew and then having Leon, you know, shit-talking us in the background, so it's very, non-competitive.
Dude, when I play with, like... My friend Oscar is, like, a 6-star player.
Oh, no.
And I play with Eric, who's also, like, a 5-star. And when it's, like, the 3 of us, like, oh my god, the games are so fucking stressful.
Oh, really?
At that point, I would definitely take GTFO over it. I'm not,
wow.
like... Because you just enter matches... I don't know why... Well, I know why, because it's fucking, you know, high level.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, Hunt really stops being enjoyable, like, 5 stars, 6 stars.
Oh,
like,
you know, I have experienced that, like when Andrew drifts back into the, you know, drifts back into the territory where we're matchmaking 5 stars, and it's just like every player turns into this horrible sweat lord.
Yeah, it, like, the game gets to the point where it's like, oh, you can't fucking, you can't do any risky maneuvers. Everyone has to play, like, a really fucking super passive, super, like, aim-oriented style. And it's just like, man, I just want to go back down into 4 stars and just have, like, fun again.
Yeah. Oh, I love 3 and 4 star territory. Oh, that actually worked. Wow. Okay. Just do stupid stuff and it works. Like that one. You were there for the match where it just, like, 3 guys rushed me with axes.
Yes,
for
and
no
you just fucking shot them all.
It was
like,
so weird. This was like the end of. It was like what, a good like 15 minutes of like a good 15-minute siege, right? And then they just that was missed time. They just rushed in the door all with like axes raised. And
it was like a barred door too. They all chopped the door down and just, oh, you're so dead.
Yeah.
They chopped the door down and then just ran at you in like a line, and you just shotgunned all 3 of them.
Yeah, because I had a Spectre, which for those who don't play Hunt, it's a pump-action shotgun. So I had like I don't know what they were thinking. They just all rushed in, and so it just turned into Resident Evil 4 suddenly. Like, oh, okay, I'll just shoot all of you, thanks.
That was so funny.
Weirdest thing. That was the same match where I like killed 2 people by just aiming out a tiny little crack between the boards. It was so funny because I just looked out and there was one guy just standing there. I'm like, oh, okay, shot him. Someone else came over to try and revive him, and so I just shot him too. And I'm like, okay, cool, 2 free kills, and they have no idea where it came from.
Yeah, we played a match like last week, and we fought like a team that had all 3 like 6-star players. And fighting them was just so not fun at all. It was just like they can snipe with their pistols. They know how to like wall bang at every corner of the map.
Oh jeez.
It was just like, okay, well this is I don't, it was just, oh no. It was just one of those moments where it was like, oh well, this isn't really a game I really enjoy.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think the one match I remember us doing, it was like a solo, like, I can't remember if he was 5 or 6 star. I think it was like a 6-star player, and it was like, he was basically the Predator.
Yeah,
it was just like,
it's out. Like you're fighting John Wick, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was just like, he was just hanging out right out of, you know, scan distance. And he'd had this whole, like, we'd fought for the other bounty, and then this other bounty wasn't it hadn't been claimed. Like, no one had banished the boss, and so we were just like, okay, I guess we'll go do that. And we go over there, and the entire compound is trapped.
Oh yeah.
And we're like, that's weird. And we just get like these little glimpses of someone in, dark sight when we get the bounty. It was like, it was terrifying, actually.
Yeah.
But
those
also,
kind of games are funny though.
Yeah. But also it was like, this isn't really why I want to, like, I want to get into stupid firefights with guys who are like, trying to smack talk us on voice chat.
Yeah.
And Andrew can use his Vince McMahon soundboard, and it's good times.
Yeah, I definitely know, like, the point where it's like, okay, I need to start dropping in MMR because, like, these people are way over my level, and, I want to play something that's a bit...
Oh,
that
I have not missed that one. What? Anyways, yeah.
I want to play something that's, like, I'm not going back to my fucking, like, TF2 competitive days that are, like, cancer.
Yeah, well, all you gotta do is, if you ever get too high of a ranking, just come play with me for a few matches. Long hair, dude? Yeah, I've had the long hair for a while. It's getting too long now. Like, I need to get a haircut. It's starting to get, like it's like white Jesus hair at this point.
White Jesus hair?
As opposed to historically accurate Jesus.
I've had long hair for most of my life.
Yeah.
It's super short right now, but I've had long hair for most of my life, and on 3 separate occasions, I've had someone tell me you look like Jesus. And right when that happens, I'm like, I need to cut my hair, dude. I'm like, this is... So one of the people was like a taxi driver.
Oh, really?
When I was in New York, and he was like, dude, you should like dress up as Jesus and like tell people you're Jesus and make like a lot of money that way. And I was like, I'm not going to become
a spiritual grifter.
Yes, a spiritual grifter.
You know who you really look did you ever see those series of videos that were going around? I forget if they were from like TikTok or if they were YouTube shorts, but it was like this guy who took weird, like, old people Facebook arguments and turned them into songs. Did you ever see those videos?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, the guy looks,
funny.
like, concerningly similar to you.
Yeah, I've got, like, a couple doppelgangers, apparently.
Well, there's the one that we joke about.
The one, yeah.
Oh, man. Do an attack. It's so stressful when he's not attacking.
I know, he's like, what are you planning?
Oh.
That was slightly too early, I think.
Oh, no. Oh. You know, there is timing for that I can get. I think I roll slightly later than I think.
This is brutal timing.
Oh!
Man, I swear
timing.
sometimes he just goes into like hyper-aggressive mode.
Yeah.
There's like, most of the time he's like, if you back up enough, he'll like let you swing. And just sometimes he's just like got such a rage boner.
Yeah. Waterfalls. Yeah, that... Oh, it's so mean.
Oh my god. Yeah, Waterfall Dance is so cruel.
I constantly forget about this guy. I don't know what I'm doing.
I 100% bet you they put that guy there just for this instance, where you're trying to run to the fucking boss, and he just fucking clips you from behind.
I'm sure, yeah. I wonder if I... No, there's no way. No, he's just attacking me.
Oh, we got a raid of 108 people.
Oh! So, I'm not sure who that is. Is that... Yeah, Curse Juice.
Curse Juice.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for the raid, Maynard. 108 people about to watch me die to man-ass.
He says he's a Dusk fan.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Duskfan, who apparently gets more viewers than I do. I just now that I occasionally will get, every once in a while I'll get a message from someone that like I went to school with, like back in elementary school, or like you know, things like that, or like, hey, are you that David Szymanski? Oh no. Yeah, if I roll a little bit later, I think I can dodge that. But anyway, one guy just contacted me recently. He's like, yeah, I'm like doing the Twitch, you know, stuff like that, and he's like, gets more viewers than I do on Twitch. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Not that I try to get that many viewers.
The most. So I think I've told you this before. I went to a very weird school system, and because of that, I did public school 1 through 6th grade, and after that, I joined a schooling system called the Rudolf Steiner school system.
Okay.
And the gist of that is you have the same 20 classmates from 1st grade all the way to finishing college. Or not college, high school.
Okay.
So,
that could go very poorly.
yeah. Luckily for me, most of the people were awesome, and I'm still like, you know, the cool thing is that like they can message you out of the blue, and you essentially like know these people for life. Like, but yeah, so that was the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I think at this point I'm like I probably have like a pretty decent following on Twitter, so I'm not like unrecognizable, but there is one person from my school who's way more famous than I am, and it's because they're a porn actress.
Oh, really?
And a really well-known porn actress.
Really? There's something real awkward about that.
Yeah, it's funny.
I think the most famous connection that I have is that top off the magic things here. My mom went to college with Sharon Stone.
Oh, okay,
really
awesome.
Strange. Like, wouldn't be that. Oh, time to run. There, I got it this time.
Nice.
Wouldn't be that big a deal, I think. But except for the fact that I live like in the middle of nowhere, basically.
Yeah.
So like it's. Slap his hand. I want to get another healing because I'm getting too old here. That worked out very well. I don't want to start getting greedy here. Although I am going to get a bit greedy. Come on. I don't trust you. And
Yay!
there we go.
Man, what a good run to end on.
Yeah, that was Soul of Manus. Man, that was a long one. Oh, Manus is a maiden. Maideness, I guess. A grill. Oh, yeah, get up on fire. Those will recover.
We took about 8 streams.
Should we also count like streams that were canceled? Like,
Oh man.
oh man.
I don't want to think about it.
So weird. You know, Twitter does that thing that I hate and I wish I could hide, where it has news like clickbait news headlines along the side. Well, this one is the coziest horror movies of all time, from Halloween to Psycho 2. It's just
That is That
That's
is a very
weird.
interesting way to frame that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even necessarily disagree, because there is something kind of cozy about Halloween. I've never seen Psycho 2, so I have no idea. But, like, it's weird to describe a slasher as cozy.
Yeah.
Alright, might as well level up. Oh. Should it be strength? Yeah, the Black Knight Sword is strength scaling. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll do strength. Not that it really matters now. Because, well, I do have a little bit left. So that's, is there something else I can do in here? Let's look. Can I slice her up? No, she's just sad.
I remember... Wait, you just sat at the bonfire, right?
Yeah.
Wait, did you sit at it?
Mm-hmm. Because I just leveled up. I'll set it again.
I remember there's something you can... Yeah, I can see an angle where Halloween is somewhat cozy. I guess it's because it's like... The reason why Halloween is cozy is the same reason why it's very eerie. It's because it's like a warped view of, like, suburban America.
Like Blue Velvet, my favorite
Yeah.
movie.
Oh, do you have to rescue Sif to talk to her? I don't... There's a way to interact with her after beating Manus, I recall, but I don't... It's been a little while since I've done this.
Well, that's the end of the DLC, though, right? Can I just yeet out of here with the soul of Manus?
I just,
Yeah, I'll try slicing her in half. Actually, no, you couldn't.
No,
really...
don't, let's not do that.
I was gonna do it as a joke, and then I realized, no, this is a game where you can totally kill NPCs.
Yeah. Maybe we don't need to go, like, psycho on her.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Options are... You could attempt Calamite. You're not missing much.
I can go look at him, at least.
Yeah. I mean, you have seen him. He killed you the first time you went to that area.
Oh, okay.
It's the dragon. When you go down to that, like, swampy area, it's the dragon that set you on fire.
Oh, okay. We're good then.
He has not fought Gwendolyn. Okay, so there's... We could do Gwendolyn. Yeah, let's at least talk to a Hawkeye Go. Do we need to do anything for Hawkeye Go to do the Calamite thing? I forget. Do you need to give him? You need a key to unlock him, but then he does. Oh, okay. I think we do have the key, don't we?
What key is it? Oops. No! Here we go. Master key. Key. Pilgrim's key. Street key. Sewer chamber key. Lighttown key. Key to the seal. Cat! You do not belong up here. I know you haven't seen me in a while. Yes, you're a very good kitty. I am streaming right now. That's prison tower. Annex. Crest key. Those are all the keys I have. Keep going down. How the heck am I gonna go down? Oh, you mean in the keys?
Okay, we'll do this the easier, less annoying way. So to teleport to the bonfire that you were going to before swapping to the new route, the one that's like right at the arena where you fought Artorias.
Okay. I'm not sure which one that's called.
I think it's Olasil Township.
That would make sense. Crest key is the correct one.
Okay, now, go back towards the arena. And I think you go right, like, right here, where the stairs are. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sky is. I think I probably mentioned this last time, but like, what's up with this? Is that the sun?
Yeah, it's the crazy bloom.
It's not just the crazy bloom though, because you can get out of my way, plants. Because you can see like it's just sort of like this white discus in the sky.
Yeah.
I hear. Interesting. I hear I hear thingies. I
Yeah.
hear someone like slicey dicing. Oh hi.
A visitor, have we?
Uh-huh.
Thou must be the one who freed Artorias. An old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
Okay.
So, I think you can... the carvings are great, you should buy those.
Yeah. I want the one that says hello. Wait, how much is it? 5, yeah, I think, yeah.
You can buy both of them.
Farewell.
Try keep...
Lead thy life, as thou
Try
seest
talking to him
fit.
again.
Oh, that's a bow! Holy crap!
Yeah.
It's huge.
Tomorrow is the black dragon posing thee duress?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I thought as much. He's called Calamite.
Okay.
Ferocious dragon indeed, even mighty Anna Londa dared not provoke his ire. I see little good coming from this, but thy intent is to persevere to the bitter end.
Sure. Right.
Yep.
Good, good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch, and see how Goth hunts dragons.
Oh, holy crap! That's a huge bow.
Yep. Yeah, he's called...
Yes, a truer shot was never loosed. That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings. Ah, dragon slaying, knighthood's highest calling.
Well, that was cool.
Yeah, he's called, Hawkeye Go. And he's
Uh-huh.
completely blind, but he can still 360 no-scope dragons with his giant bow.
That's amazing. that is the most like Japan thing.
Yeah. He's great. It's so awesome.
All right, so does that mean I can just go smite the dragon easy?
Yes, so no, not easily.
Oh, okay.
We can totally go attempt it just to like just to see.
Go see, yeah. And then we have what, the Ashworld and final boss, right?
Yeah, Ash Lake. We can do Gwendolyn and then final boss.
Okay. Simply kill the dragon. Oh yeah, the items. Where would those be? They in? No, that's armor. Key?
They're consumables. Well, not consumables. They're tools, but they'd probably still be in this section.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, they're there.
Hello!
Yeah.
Oh, they are actually consumables, right? Or
No, they don't.
oh no,
they don't go away.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you know in Elden Ring you get the items that you like blow into and they make like the creepy like you're beautiful, like thank you.
Yeah, that's what.
That is that version's that game's version of these.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, you use them in like co-op or like PvP to like say hello to people and stuff.
That makes sense. So dragon. Where would
So actually this might be the best bonfire to do this at.
Okay.
Backtrack through the arena like as if you're heading towards Manus.
There was a bridge, right, in the cutscene. So the bridge would be.
Yeah, you've actually been to where you're going before.
Okay.
You're trying to get to like the lower valley with the dogs and the water and stuff.
What's the death counter at? Oh, we should.
Oh, we have no idea.
Death counter. That would have been fun. Well, let's see. The lower. Man, I've forgotten so much.
I think there's a ladder somewhere around. Oh, okay, I see it. Go back. Yeah, go to the left.
Is it just a?
I think it's right to the
Right
left here. Yeah, you just keep going down here.
Man, that depth of field is just so cool. Still.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this game visually holds up. I mean, like, this is the remastered version, so it is touched up quite a bit, but, like, the atmosphere and the style still comes through, like, perfectly.
It does. Yeah, I think the style holds up. It was never the most, it was never the most, like, cutting-edge game, but, you know, who cares? Stylistically,
Yeah, I mean,
it looks awesome.
You don't need... This is going to be very funny to say after playing... While we were playing Scorn, which is, like, one of the most visually gorgeous games ever, but you don't need graphic fidelity to have, like, a style and atmosphere.
Yeah, definitely not. Are they covered in gold?
That's an interesting... I don't think I've really noticed that before.
Huh. You know, yeah, they do sort of miss the ethereal feel. As absolutely gorgeous as Elden Ring is, it doesn't quite have the same otherworldly feel as this game.
So there's a ladder to the left.
Oh, it's right there.
The worst, like, hand burns ever.
It's, yeah. Ah, I see.
So this is, I think pretty much well accepted the hardest fight in this game.
Ah, even hurt like that, huh? I see. Well, at least. Okay, so yeah, that would be another Manus situation, huh?
This guy is totally optional. You don't have to. you don't
Yeah,
have to
I think
beat
we'll just not do that. So that brings us to.
We can either
let's do Ash Lake first. I'd like a break from boss.
Sure.
Boss for just a little bit.
The best place to warp.
I need to go to,
I'd say we're going to Blighttown.
Yeah.
Can you go to Daughter of Chaos? I think that might be the best one.
jump down the waterfall, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay. Have to rest at the bonfire.
That's a good plan.
And then, let's see. I'm trying to remember.
So, you're gonna want to head back towards Blighttown through the through Quellog's boss arena.
Is it this way?
You go upstairs.
that's
So
right.
I think you go in here and then up unless we're already at the top. I can't remember. Yes,
Okay.
up
I
these
mean, it's
stairs.
kind of cool to wander through these areas again, anyway, just to see them. I still like this area, so sue me. Yeah, what was this called?
Demon Ruins.
Yeah, I don't know, it's cool.
I really, we'll get to it when we do. But if you like that area, you may actually like Dark Souls 2 a lot.
The reward for killing Kalmeet is a ring that makes the game harder.
Yes. Yep.
That is very on brand.
Yep.
My lawyers will be contacted. Oh, okay, for the suing, yeah. I just have bad taste. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. And I'm a horrible, like, hopeless contrarian, too. I've actually gotten better over the years, but not by much.
He's a scorn enjoyer. Get him.
I'm a scorn enjoyer. Exactly. We'll see though. I've only played like 2 hours of it. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll end up beating-
I've heard everyone fucking hates the combat, but I haven't gotten to the combat
Yeah,
yet.
but I heard people saying you can just run past the enemies, which means so you have crappy combat, puzzles, and you can run past the enemies. Like a survival horror game.
Yeah, it's hard to judge because I really like games that have really shit combat. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, oh no, I love cryostasis.
Oh, it's Cryostasis is so good. Oh, right, the Blight part of Blighttown.
Yeah.
Um,
Spider Shield is helpful here,
that's right, that's the one.
and the
It's been so long since I was in these areas.
I think it was. Yeah, keep going down. There it is. Oh, someone brought up Rusted Iron Ring. We finally have that. It's gonna make this so much easier.
Oh, that's gonna be
Oh,
a
but-
problem.
Yeah, you're gonna have to drop the Havel. You might be okay without Havels.
Let's see. Rusted Iron Ring, yes, that will.
Because you don't
I am
need
actually okay.
you don't need to do much fighting here.
Yeah, and do I need to have this out? Why am still?
Man, you're still gonna get
oh,
poisoned.
That's okay.
That's okay. We'll have enough health for this.
Flip. I was trying to fling him, like catapult him off.
I kind of one thing I really like that Elden Ring added is that rolling and fucking poison is like purely bad for you.
It's so funny.
It's just such a great little thing.
Hello.
Oh right, these guys. This is Shiva of the East and this ninja guy.
Oh, I was hoping it'd be Sheev of the East and Sheev of the West.
Hello again.
Hello.
Strange to meet away from the clan and the forest. But why you...
Just getting fucking spat on by a bunch of mosquitoes.
Maybe I shouldn't fight near them.
Yeah, we
learned.
learned from
Yeah.
the Onion Knight.
Yeah. Should I? How close am I to? I'm gonna go.
There's another bonfire just right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go save at the bonfire. Or wait, is it over here? No, it's not there. It's over this
yeah,
way.
no, you're going the right way. Wow. Cathartic? Nope.
Cathartic?
Cathartic, thank you. I cannot speak tonight. That super cathartic feeling of like going back through Blight Town, but you're like way higher level, so you just one-shot all the enemies.
How much do you miss Blighttown now? I love Blighttown! It's a great level! It's horrible and uncomfortable. It's great.
Man, whenever you do your playthrough of Elden Ring, you have to do the like Blood Swamp
Yeah.
or Scarlet Rot Lake. That area is so fucked up.
Yeah, I encountered it and then was like, I have no idea how I'm gonna get across this.
Yeah.
They're still here?
This-
Yes.
The solution, I love it. The solution, oh, the gutter in Dark Souls 2 is so good too. I can't wait for that. The solution is literally to turn yourself into a giant mushroom man.
Hello again. Strange to meet away, but while you are here,
How about some
I
equipment?
love collecting these, and you know, you are a friend.
Alright, what have you got? Whoa, he's got some, ooh, stone greatsword, huh? None of these are gonna be as good as what I have, I don't think.
Check rings.
Slows loss of weapon durability. Okay.
Okay, so he's not the one that sells the dark grain ring. His ninja friend, I think, sells the dark grain ring, but I forget how you get him to talk to you. Oh, he doesn't sell it? I thought one of these... Oh, you gotta kill him! Okay, that's right.
This guy? Gotta kill this guy?
I mean, we could.
What does the ring do?
It makes you flip instead of roll.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's kind of worth it.
Well, then both of these guys are gonna fight me, right?
Yeah, but I mean, we're pretty much done with the playthrough.
Okay, well, we're gonna do it then.
Just for the lulz.
You have some guts to defend us. Have a look at my sword. You poor fool.
Alright. Right.
Shiva of the East, more like Shiva the Deceased. I can't claim credit for it. It's a super old joke
Oh, is it?
from the Giant Dad video.
Okay. Let's try this. Oh, no, it's still rolling.
I don't think you put it on.
What? No, it's right there.
Oh, do you need to be... Maybe you... Oh, it has to be a light roll, I think.
Ah, okay. Let's get rid of that first of all. Get rid of that. Not enough to make me like them? No, it's not. What else can I get rid of?
Just drop the shield.
Yeah. Oops. There we go.
Yes!
Hoya! Hoya!
Actually, this is gonna be really good for this area.
Hoya! So am I gonna go through the poison just by going like, oh, he starts rolling.
It's so
rolling
funny.
now?
You actually get more iframes too.
Why is he? Oh, there we go. There's the flip.
Okay, so I
Amazing.
guess you can't flip in the poison.
Oh yeah, I was able to do it once.
Do the back step.
Let's see. How do I would need to be locked onto something.
No, you just press the dodge button without moving.
Oh. Oh. Can I? Doid. Oh.
Door to door to door.
I don't know what I'm saying either. Well, I
fun.
betrayed my allies, but I can now do handsprings.
So, completely worth it.
Definitely.
This was actually like, actually probably still is the meta for invasion. So you
Oh,
just
really?
invasions would just be like 2 or 3
Free-
people all flipping around like this.
Shonk. Alright, so, with that done, where is, Ash Lake?
Okay, so look, kill these mosquitoes. Oh, and I think I see another NPC.
Should I send something over there? Oh, yeah.
Is that an NPC? Yeah, try going. Say hi to them.
Not
Oh,
an NPC, is it?
I know who this is. So, you remember the necromancer, the pyromancer guy at Firelink?
Uh-huh.
If you tell him that he should go and like, he should accept himself and, you know, not feel ashamed of his like pyromancy, he tries to go and learn more advanced pyromancies, and he goes insane.
Okay.
So yeah, now he wants to kill you.
So self-acceptance is the path to psychosis.
Correct.
Is the lesson we learned here. Oh. Alright, fine, we won't do that. There. I have swordomancy.
Yeah, Dracula, Russ. I agree. I really like how little this game, like, tells you. And I think that's like an appealing point to most people's enjoyment of these games. It's just so much of it is like the wonder of discovery. Yeah, the like the conflict and then like accomplishing those conflicts and just like the feeling of overcoming is so good.
Yeah.
This game breaks so many rules that so many people were like, oh, you shouldn't make a game that like people struggle with or run into conflict because it's like bad
Or
game
get
design.
frustrated with.
Yeah, if the
shiny
player's
slug.
getting frustrated that you've made a bad game, but this game is like clearly an example of why that's not always true.
Yeah. So where do I go to get
Okay, so
this?
you see that that giant tree in front of you?
Yeah.
Yep. So the ramp to the left.
Aha! I don't think there's any way I'm avoiding getting poisoned here. What if I have any purple clumpy things left?
You'll be fine. There's a bonfire
Yeah.
coming up.
Oh, okay.
I think. Pretty sure there is.
Time to do the age-old From Software tradition of running on things that don't look like they should be accessible.
Yep.
Well, I got a
God.
plague shield.
Okay, so hit the wall in the back of this room.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Okay. Humanities.
Okay,
Oh,
now
is
hit the
this
wall in
more-
the back of this room.
No.
Yeah, I did not find this place on my first playthrough, and someone was like, hey, did you go to, like, Ash Lake and the Great Hollow? It just, like, fucking blew my mind that there was, like, a whole
Yeah.
other zone.
That's nuts. And there's no indication that you should be able to hit that wall.
Noir Mouse, I think that's totally fine. I don't think it's bad to like linear games either.
Oh.
You know, I think the fact that there are really good linear games and that there are really good non-linear games is just more that the medium is really diverse and gives experiences to multiple people.
Okay, this is
Or
a
different
cool
experiences.
touch. That's a really nice touch. Oh hey, crystal lizard.
I'm trying to think of a linear game that I really like. There's a good handful of ones that I like.
Cryostasis.
Cryostasis, exactly one of them.
Call of Cthulhu.
Pretty linear too. Yep, those are all great. Yeah, Half-Life
another
is pretty
crystal.
linear. God,
Oh,
the
come
amount of
back!
Half-Lives in the chat!
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously.
Half-Life is great.
So I will say though that Half-Life is not as like corridor scripted as people make it out to be. Like
Yeah, it's got a couple places that are a bit more open.
and well, not just that it's open, but like I mean, there's some bits with. Do I go down there? What is that? Oh, it's one of those.
Okay, take it back. Don't bring up Bioshock Infinite.
There we go. Okay. Eye of Death. Was it you who posted that picture of, like, Guinevere with the basilisk?
Yeah, I posted it. It's so good.
Yeah. It took, I had to double take. I was like, wait a what?
I said linear, not boring. Correct.
I wonder if I could drop down here. There's a lot of places I could go here.
Yeah, this is like the proto version of the Halleck tree.
Yeah.
The flip off.
Oh, if I fall here, it's gonna be real bad. Oh! Okay. Blue Titanite. All of these things that I'll never use, probably. I assume it's probably, like, more important to really... Can I get back? Can't. Now what? Slurp around there? No, I can't. Okay.
You can do run jump.
Yeah, I just don't have much room to...
Yeah, this is going to be.
Okay, we'll just... Nope. Oh.
Oh, you're still alive. You're still alive. Don't get cursed. Don't get cursed.
Whew, well, that was a thing. Item up there. Huh, this ground is really neat. Just all these sticks.
Yeah, look, this is such a cool area.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Is he alive?
Oh, he might have been one of the ones you killed up above and he
Yeah.
fell.
Where's that ladder go? Just goes up there. I'm gonna see what's up here. Oops, still in a dream, snake eater. Yeah, I survived with the magic pixel. What? Oh, I'm not going all the way up there. Well, maybe I should. Okay, just to save time, does this go anywhere, or was this just an alternate way to get down here?
I can't remember.
Okay, I'll check.
Yeah, the White Forest Inn is a really fun part.
Yeah. Looks like this is just a way to get down.
Yeah.
Or, the entirety of Highway 17 is not really open, but it, you know, it has, like, little optional stuff you can do. When I think, like,
Little, like-
hyper-linear, I think stuff like, you know, something like Metro or Call of Duty, where it's just like you were on this, this...
On a rail,
You're on
basically.
a, yeah. Oh yeah, Condemned
Yeah.
is super linear. Yeah, that's true.
Which, again, Condemned's such a great game. It's
Yeah.
it's not bad.
Here we go.
It's not bad at all. I think we've talked in the past before that like a survival horror game that was like interconnected, but in the style of Condemned would be super cool
It
though.
would be really good. I had this design. I actually started making it after dusk, but it was too big.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was going to be a. What is this? I think that's the shadow of a. Oh, you know what? Oh no. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, you're alive.
I'm alive. Oh no! Okay, that's a baby one. They don't hurt. Whoop. Okay. What is happening?
Dude! That's so good.
I don't like this.
Oh, I love all their like feet tapping sounds.
Yeah. Oh no!
Oh,
No!
yeah.
No! 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 no, 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 let me out!
They're trapping you!
Oh gosh, there's one over there. Okay, let's quickly heal. No, don't you punch me. Oh no! Oh no. Okay,
I think,
alright,
turn
let's go
around.
here.
You were by the exit.
Was I? Over there.
Yeah.
Ah, I see it. Okay. Oh, I don't even remember what we were talking about. Oh, so yeah, it was basically a survival horror game with all melee weapons. Condemned style. I thought it would have been pretty cool. And it was like, the idea was basically any object in the game world that you could normally in real life pick up and use, you'd be able to pick up. So if it was something like a pipe or a hammer, that'd be like a melee weapon. If it's something like just a, I don't know, like a rock or something like that, you could pick it up and, you know, wouldn't really be able to melee with it, but you could throw it. And then everything had like durability and stuff. I think it would have been pretty cool, but it was just too large a project. Ooh. Ash Lake. Wow. That's a lot of trees. Ooh. That's, that appears to be ash. Oh, I can't get up there. Ah, Hydra. Hi, Hydra. Yeah, this is all ash, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Hydra.
I think we played through Condemned 2,
Yeah.
not that, like, a year or two ago.
Yeah, I actually thought the Doll Factory was awful. Like, I thought it was way... Ooh, that's death. Okay. I thought it was way too cartoony and goofy. The bear was pretty cool. The museum level was great. I don't know, Condemned 2 is still a pretty fun game. It's just a terrible Condemned game, and I do wish it was on PC, because... Yeah, that's what I get for excited.
That's what you get for shit-talking the Doll Factory. I know, it's so sad that all of those games are just locked in IP hell.
Mm-hmm. I have a little bit of renewed hope now that, maybe Vivisector and Cryostasis might have a stab at coming back.
Did you see there? So I posted that tweet about Cryostasis, and
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I posted a tweet being like, now that Chasm has a thing, I really hope Cryostasis can come back. And the general arcade Twitter did like an eye emoji at me, and I'm like, please let this be something.
So should I kill this thing?
I don't. I just.
Yeah, I'm kind of just gonna ignore it, I think.
If I forget how you cause it, but you can make him jump to the other side of the water, and it's really funny.
Really? Is it if you just get too near him?
No, I think. Oh boy. I think you just keep going down this beach.
Okay. You could just leave me alone, Hydra.
Yeah, I know, he's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah, the story in Cryostasis is, like, shockingly good. Especially coming from the studio that did, you know, Chasm and Vivisector. Okay, I want to see this guy jump.
It's a beautiful, like, the narrative is, like, really beautifully told, and just, it's a great game.
Yeah, it is. I hope that comes back at some point, and maybe with a little bit of remastering done to make it, play nice.
Play it more than like 10 FPS if you have
Yeah.
certain options on.
Yeah.
I've played Dragon's Dogma. It's great.
Oh, it just disappeared.
The best thing in Dragon's Dogma is that you can throw your
Ah!
dragons. Yep.
Die, clam. Okay, so the Hydra's over there now. The reflection on them, like the iridescence, is actually pretty neat looking.
Yeah. So the next big thing in this area is not in the tree you came from, but in that tree.
Yeah, makes sense. I think I see the path going.
It's just a bit of a dick.
Oh, this is giving me EDF flashbacks. to dodging gigantic particle systems. No! Oh, I thought that was gonna be depth. Hi, Hydra. No, Hydra.
How could you?
Could you? I was going for a walk the other day, and it's cold here now. It's like in the 50s, or sometimes down to the 40s. Oh, that wasn't an entrance. Oh, it kind of is an entrance. And I found this tiny little garter snake on the and it was like, no!
Oh!
Okay. Well. Okay, so how do we deal with curses?
Do we have a purging stone? Honestly, let's just run with the half health until you kill these guys, and then we'll use the purging stone.
That makes sense, yeah. So I found this tiny little garter snake, and since it was cold, it was basically, comatose. I just moved it off the road, but it was just like,
Oh,
it's just like, I'm so sleepy.
I'm so sleepy because
It was
I'm cold.
Yeah, it was trying to sun itself on the road, and then the sun went away.
You do not touch snakes where I live because they can be
Right.
a rattlesnake.
Yeah, we don't have anything like that around here. But yeah, definitely. I think
Desert-
I've heard
Desert
rumors.
snakes be built different.
Oh yeah, they sure are. I've heard rumors that there are like rattlesnakes and copperheads around here, but like officially there's nothing. Oh wow.
Yeah, you have to be careful now that you have only half your health.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just gonna ignore the Hydra, I think.
Yeah, I usually do. I don't usually deal with them.
I swear that I did encounter encounter a copperhead at one point here, but my father-in-law swears that that's impossible. He's like, nah, ain't no copperheads around here. Like, I don't know. I have encountered and handled a lot of different Pennsylvania snakes, and none of them have acted quite so confident in their ability to destroy me if I got near it. Like there was have you ever encountered a snapping turtle?
Yeah, I have, but not like I haven't handled one.
Well, yeah, but like, so you know how the entire body language of a snapping turtle is different from like a normal turtle? Where it's just like
Yep.
you get near it and it's just like, yeah, hi, what are you gonna do? Well, that's kind of what this snake was like. Oh man, yeah, the half health. Maybe I should just run past him. Oh, there's
Yeah.
skulls on their mouth. That's cool. But yeah, so it just had that, and the snake I encountered was like that. It was just sort of like laying there, ready to strike, just like, what are you gonna do? There are others. What are they? I think they're. Oh, I always forget what kind. It might be a milk snake. That their entire defense mechanism is trying to make you think they're a rattlesnake, and it's really funny because their way of making you think they're a rattlesnake is that they start acting like they're insane. They just start striking, like lunging and striking, and they like shake their tail. So if there's any leaves, it sounds like they're rattling their tail, and it's just really desperate and funny. Just bypass the clams.
I have encountered a couple scorpions, but they are usually not. I've only encountered like kind of smaller ones, and they usually like just want to be left alone.
I mean, that's really almost all animals. Like even the really deadly ones, like they just want you to leave them alone. Like animals that don't think you're prey, I should say. I mean, like, you know, even super poisonous spiders or whatever, like, they're not going to hunt you down. Or I don't think, at least. Maybe there is a type of spider out there that tries to hunt people down. I don't know. Now try cursing me again. Well, actually, it'll be instant death, so I don't want that to happen. Oh, he's delayed.
Don't get punched! He will one-shot you.
I don't want to have to fight.
This is a good time for like jumping attacks.
Yeah, that's not the jumping attack. Oh, that's real close.
Okay, I forgot that the recovery is that long.
Yeah. So maybe. There we go.
Nice, good spacing.
Mortal Shell. No, that sounds familiar. I don't know what it is. That name sounds familiar, but I don't really know what it is off the top of my head. Nasties around. No!
Oh!
Very tight little souls-like. Okay. Wait, is that the one that's set in, like, France? Or is that a different one? There's that one super bizarre one where it's, like, set during the French Revolution, but you're, like, a clockwork soldier.
Oh, that one's not out yet. Are you talking about, like, the Pinocchio one?
No, this is a different one. This is one that's out.
Oh my god.
I forget what it's called, but it's really weird. You're like Marie Antoinette. Steel Rising, that's it, yeah.
Okay, I haven't played that one.
It's really weird looking. You're like this clockwork marionette thing, and you're like working for Marie Antoinette, who's trapped in the castle, and you have it's very strange. The squad in there. Folklorist. So that's pretty neat. Floop. That was scary. Oh hey, my thing is still there.
So, because you're not in water anymore, you could probably switch to, like, a curse bite ring after you kill this, like, dude.
No,
Actually,
no, because I have the, this thing, the flippy ring, and then the other one is that one that I killed.
Oh, right. My bad, I forgot.
Oh!
Yep.
Jeez!
One punch, man.
Yeah! One punch mushroom. Punch room?
One punch room. Those fucking mushroom men do not miss arm day.
No. One punch mush. There we go. One mush. One punch mush. The inverse kinematics on the feet in this game is
Yeah.
funny.
It's like my ankles are broken.
Yeah, it's like you expect to hear the Gmod like bone cracking noise.
So I've been playing through Cry of Fear, and it has that like source engine gold source thing where like sometimes you'll walk on top of a physics object, and then it'll just go like, like really quickly because of the impact noise.
Yeah,
And every time it happens, I like fucking crack up.
that's Gold Source, right?
Yeah, it's gold source with a lot of edits on it.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
it-
remember it had like a bunch of, from what I've seen at least, it has like a bunch of stuff like bump mapping.
Yeah, it's like there are some points where it's like, damn, this could look like a source game, but then there are other times where it's like, oh yeah, that's gold source as fuck.
It's gonna casually pluck this thing's eye out. Let's top off the magic pixel. Oh, ragdolls. Video games should have stuck with ragdolls being all like spazzy and weird.
So I've played Cry of Fear, but I have not played Afraid of Monsters. I
I've
should
played
try
a-
it.
I played a little bit of that back when I was younger, and it scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, I should play
I'm
that.
sure it would not now, but this is when I was like, I don't know, 13 or 14. Ooh. Jeez, the physics on the... Hi, Hydra. This path-
You're gonna be going on that very thin path.
Yeah. Yep, I'm going this way. Are you going this way too? Clam. Ignore the clam.
And this little clam house.
Yeah. This bed of clams. Try not to fall off the map again. Look, I have tried not to fall off the map every time. Doesn't mean that the physics aren't going to betray me.
Oh no!
It's okay, we'll just heal up and then...
The water just like trying to catch up.
Yeah, okay, I'm actually just gonna run. Those aren't guided, right?
No.
Yeah, I know you've been looking at me falling off the map because the physics betray me. Oh, this is pretty. Is that a bat? A dragon? It's a dragon, isn't it? Oh, what is this? It's a... Hi. Can I talk to you? That's a weird looking dragon. Pray to the everlasting dragons. Is there any reason I should not commit this heresy?
No, you should do it.
Alright. Enter Covenant?
Yeah, it's a covenant.
Sure.
So yeah, this is one of the last remaining dragons.
For dragons. I have one of those. Should I do it?
Sure.
A bunch. Should I give them all? I don't know.
I don't remember. Does anyone remember what they do besides giving them to the everlasting dragon? They upgrade dragon weapons. Do we have any dragon weapons? Oh, I guess we
Yeah.
have. We have a
Spear.
couple.
Yeah. Well, what happens when I give them to him?
I assume that they're the Covenant, like, currency, like how you give humanity to, the Chaos Witch, and you won't get a reward until you hit certain thresholds.
I'm not gonna bother right now then. Let's take a look at this guy.
Like its tiny head.
He's like the dragon equivalent of that one dude from Beetlejuice. The shrunken head guy.
You know what? I'll say that I'm a little disappointed that the dragons they put in later games look so generically
They
like
just look
dragons.
like normal dragons, yeah.
Because this guy looks so fucking weird.
Yeah. Is that the entirety of Ash Lake?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Alright, well that's a neat little area. It's visually super cool.
Yeah.
Like this big tree that's made out of a bunch of other trees, kinda. That's.
Yeah, this is like the roots of the world.
I need to try the dragons. Oh, this is the roots of the world? That's metal.
Yep.
Okay, so first step is I need to get uncursed.
Yeah, let's see. I think you might have a purging stone. Let's see. No purging stone. Okay.
How does one acquire a purging stone?
So, there's two ways you can get a purging stone.
Okay.
You remember the guy who, resolved your sins in, when you attack the Onion Knight? He's, like, right where the bell gargoyles were.
Yeah, okay.
He sells purging stones.
Okay.
You can get uncursed for free from the dude wearing the red outfit in New Londo. On the rooftop, but then you have to like fight fucking ghosts,
Okay.
and that sucks.
I mean,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not-
and
Oh, the aqueduct merchants? Sell
yeah, the Aqueduct Merchant sells one too.
them? Just do that.
Yeah, I forget what his name is, but that dude does it for free.
Is his name, Free Curse Healer?
The free. I love that. Like this game's like, yeah, let's add a character who removes curse for free. That'd be very like convenient, and puts him in the least convenient place like
Yeah.
you could ever put an NPC, literally in the middle of fucking ghost town.
Yeah. It's so cool to come back here. Firelink is such an aesthetic.
It's so good. You'll fall in love with Majula when we do Dark Souls 2. It's
Okay.
like the best like hub atmospherically.
Being cursed
Although-
lets you hit ghosts, really.
Yep. I've always conceptually liked the idea of like negative states giving you some like benefits like that.
Yeah. Hey,
You left me high and dry, so
Yeah, I
I
know.
thought maybe. Are you back for plenty of?
alright. Virgin Stone. Ah, right, need souls. Hold on.
What a
Oh, shush. Let me pop a few, these things. Soul of a Hero? Oh! That was way more than I needed. Oops. Oh well, we're like right at the end of the game, so...
Yeah, it's not so much that I'm hyping Dark Souls 2 up, more than like I think
again.
it's inherently, just because it's so polarizing, it's inherently going to be very entertaining.
Yes. Because I'm sure there are going to be parts where I'm like, this is the worst thing that I have ever played. and probably parts where I'm like, this is amazing. Just because I know myself, like.
Chris, that's entirely wrong. Those pigs, the hogs at Majula are the hardest to kill enemies in the game. Do you know how hard it is to kill those little hogs with a slow weapon? Without the ability to, like, hit the ground even when locking?
Oh, hey, a rat. Forgot that there's a rat in here. Yeah, see, the problem is I always gravitate toward games that are, like, interesting but flawed.
That's exactly the kind of sequel that Souls 2 is.
Yeah. Okay, we have managed to get uncursed. I'm gonna rest here, get some, this gets Estus charges. And, so now all we have left to do is final boss, and what was the fight you guys wanted me to do?
We can check out Gwendolyn. I don't know if we have to do the fight, but it's cool just to see. So, for Gwendolyn, you're going to warp to Big Titty Lady Room.
Gladly.
So, I assume most people have probably played this game, but what we're about to do is a fucking spoiler.
I mean,
So
we're
if
at the
you
end
haven't,
of the game, so.
yeah, but
Hello.
so if you don't want the game spoiled for you, this is turn the stream off.
So, what do I do?
Okay. You're going to kill her.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Attack her with like a maybe your spell, maybe an arrow.
Can I get up there?
I don't know if you can melee her. I think it has to be a ranged weapon.
Right.
The weak point is the chest.
This seems entirely unintuitive to me. The last thing I would think to do
Yes.
would be to try to harm the enormous woman. Goodbye, large woman. Oh, yeah.
Thou that tarnisheth the Godmother's image, I am Gwendolyn,
Right.
and thy transgression shall not go unpunished. Thou shalt perish in the twilight of Anor Londo.
Ooh, stuff.
All right.
Wow, it's
so.
all blue.
Yep. So the gist of what just happened is that Guinevere, the one you just killed, is not real. She's an illusion of Guinevere. And Orlando is not in daytime; it is in nighttime. The daytime is an illusion.
Okay.
This is all an illusion by Gwendolyn, who is the only remaining person that's real here. So
Okay.
we're going to encounter Gwendolyn. The fastest way to get to Gwendolyn, you know the Twisty Tower? In the middle of the zone?
Yes.
That's where you want to go.
Okay.
Luckily
probably
for
just gonna
you,
warp.
yeah, probably faster to warp. Luckily for you, you entered a secret area in the catacombs and got the Ring of the Dark Moon, which is going to be required to access Gwendolyn's chamber.
Okay. Let's see. Is it just...
Probably just Orlando? I think that's probably the fastest one.
Only take solace in the fact that the real Big Booba lady is still out there.
He didn't want to skimp on the details.
Yeah. Have you ever considered the fact that we measure the size of breasts in a purely relative fashion?
In a relative fashion.
Yeah. Well, so. You know what? I'm not gonna. No, this is.
No, you can't just throw that dynamite in here and not stand in the consequences.
All right, so you got a woman who's really tall, like just built really tall and really large, and she has, I don't know, D cups. say, oh, okay, that's a moderately sized chest. And you have a woman who's tiny. She's like, 4 foot something, just built really tiny, and she has D cups. You're like, whoa, those are huge. We measure them in relative size. have you not thought of this? Thought about this before?
It's extremely funny.
It's the it's the theory of relativity, but super
For
thirsty
boobs.
yeah. The horny theory of relativity. Oh, this is cool looking at night.
This is what we tune into new bloodstreams for.
I see a figure over there.
So now you're gonna go... I think you actually have to turn... Oh yeah, who is that figure?
Oh, I'm gonna go talk to them. Is that just a knight?
Oh, it's the Firekeeper.
It was you, was it? How dare you produce a blade upon a deity? How did you ever get this far? I shall end your suffering here and now. It is the least that I can do.
I have literally infinite lives.
But how? Is a threat.
That was
Gwendolyn.
Master Gwendolyn. Okay. Firekeeper soul. That makes up for the one that I ate. Okay, so Vicetron. So how? I keep seeing people saying the combat is bad. I want to know that is it bad combat for an FPS or is it bad combat for a survival horror game? And answer carefully because the bar is set very, very high as far as bad combat for a survival horror game. Like, keep in mind, we're talking now about things like Silent Hill. Yeah, I'm planning on I mean, it's super short, right? It's like 5 hours, so.
Not this way. Go down further.
Okay.
The stairs.
I missed some, even at her height, Guinevere is still kind of stacked. Yeah, well, I mean, it's relative, right? Relative to her. Yeah, we're just not gonna talk about this anymore. There's a bonfire. I don't remember this.
I don't think you went down here.
So, are you able to bypass the enemies? Because I feel like that's a really, in Scorn, which I'll find out because it's really short, but... Because if you're able to bypass them, I feel like it's sort of a non-issue, because that's just the deal with survival horror combat, right? It's always kind of clunky and not great.
Yeah, I'm really gonna have to play it myself to get a gist on it.
Yeah,
A lot of
same.
games that I consider fucking, like... A lot of games that are people are like, that game has fucking terrible combat, I actually end up kind of enjoying. I mean, I enjoyed Doom 3's fucking combat.
Oh, I love Doom 3's combat, yeah. What survival horror games have really good combat? Resident Evil 4?
This is one of those things that's like... People's definitions of what good combat is so fucking different.
Heretic.
Yeah.
First thou offendeth the Godmother, and now thou see fit to trample upon the tomb of the great Lord. I am the Dark Sun, Gwendolyn. Let the atonement for thy felonies commence.
Whoa, this all.
Okay, so
this is
yeah,
cool.
for this fight, you're just gonna want to keep running at him because he's gonna keep teleporting, and this is like an infinite hallway. It's
Okay.
technically not infinite, but you can chase him for like 20 fucking minutes.
Oh jeez, okay.
Yeah, this is... No, he's gonna keep going this way.
Dang it! Okay, so is it just a speed test? Oh, jeez!
Yep. Yes, it is a speed test.
Jeez. Okay. Femboy button. Oh lord, now we're in Ultra Kill.
Yep. So this is the femboy boss.
Gotcha. I thought I rested at that other bonfire. I rested at that other bonfire though, didn't I?
No, I think you just lit it.
Oh, oops. Yeah, Strata, I see that. Well, yeah, it's that the thing. It seems like combat where people have to kind of be methodical, or like where people have to be methodical about stuff. There's a lot of people that really hate that. They're like, ah, that's bad combat.
Yeah, we got pushback on that. Obviously, Gloomwood's it's considerably slower than Dusk and Ultra Kill, but we got a lot of. All right, because of this fucking tower is down now.
Well, now what?
Can you warp to the Dark Moon? Fucking.
Maybe. I'll try.
Yeah, we got a little bit of that, and for Gloomwood, people being like, well, the combat's not as good as Ultra Kill, and it's like, it's going for such a different thing. Just like you don't. It'd be such a different game if you could just, jump into the air and shotgun blast all the huntsmen.
Again, though, Vicetron, is it bad for a survival horror game? Because that bar is ludicrously high. I don't think it is possible to code combat that is worse than Silent Hill 1. It's like the fact that you have to stand there and aim at enemies for your invisible, your invisible weapons. Oh. Okay.
Right. I'm a Silent Hill 4 defender. Okay, fair.
I have never played Silent Hill 4. Can I use a homeward bone?
That's a good idea.
That'll just take me back to there, won't it?
I actually don't know.
Let's try it.
You should have a bunch now, so it doesn't really matter if you waste one.
Ah! Still up here. No, it's down there. There we go.
Damn it!
Yeah, it just takes me there. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Okay, let's go right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see what Scorn's combat's like, or like its survival horror-ness.
Yeah.
Honestly, it could be something I like, could be something that's like actually legitimately terrible. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to refrain from judging, but again, I'm just a horrible contrarian, and now I'm like, well, obviously people just don't get it. That's just where my brain goes. Am I going the right way?
I definitely think the people who are like, oh, the game should be like Doom, and this is kind of a two-part problem. One is that like the game's marketing was kind of misleading in a way, and two, so if you get past that and be like, okay, the marketing was kind of fucked up, now I have to kind of realize what the game actually is. After that point, it's sort of the question of like, okay, is this still like a game worth playing? If it doesn't match up to like, oh, okay, it's not like a Doom shooter, is the game still enjoyable as it's sort of like weird survival horror like?
I'm just trying to remember where the nearest bonfire is.
You drop down here. Go forward.
Is it over this way? I think it's over here, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people assumed it was a shooter from in the older teasers.
I did, because I saw the older
Uh,
teaser, and I...
Go back, David.
Yeah, I think... Ooh, that sky. I forgot how nice the sky is.
So fall off the edge here.
That's right, that's what it was. Oh, this is cool looking. Is this
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah, this... Man.
I've seen a lot of people compare to Agony, but I didn't actually play Agony.
Agony looks so, like, janky. Okay, I think it is 100% unfair to call... I've seen so many comments of people, or reviews, or comments, where people are like, oh yeah, Scorn is a walking sim. It is not a walking sim, it's a puzzle game. Like, if you're gonna, you know, pigeonhole it into some sort of genre like that and ignore the weapons, it's like, puzzle games exist. Is Portal a walking sim? Like,
Yeah,
what-
that's kind of like, it's that thing where like if Myst came out today, it'd probably be called a walking sim too.
you know, actually, back in the day, it had the same sort of like vicious response as like walking sims did. Let's make sure rest of this. Like, there were a lot of people who were like hated that game because they thought it was gonna like destroy, you know, destroy gameplay or whatever.
Destroy games as we know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some people say that like Scorn doesn't actually have gameplay. Like, oh, where's the gameplay? Put in the gameplay, and it's like, just because something's not
puzzles.
Doom Eternal, doesn't mean it's not gameplay.
I get not liking puzzle games. That's completely
Yeah,
legitimate. But like, they're a thing. Those are a type of game. Some of us like them. Oh, that hurts. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so we don't have to do this fight either. This fight's fucking annoying if you're not a range user.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll just skip it. Guy who's only puzzle games, Portal. Yeah, yeah. I mean, my office is like two things. There's like Doom merch and there's Myst merch. So, yeah. Well, oh, back here, it does not let me rest
Okay,
at that
I guess
bonfire.
this must be a bug then.
That's weird.
Weird.
Okay. Let's go to the final boss. It is 11:30. Let's see if we can wrap up Dark Souls.
Fastest way is probably the same way you went.
Is that a seam in the skybox, or is that...
That is.
Huh.
Looks like a seam.
Alright, let's go. My other, like, before I was playing Scorn, I was playing Uru, which is a game in the Myst series, which I've never played before, and getting my hot takes on to the tiny little Myst community, because there's one age in Uru that I ended up absolutely hating, and it's like, other people are like, no, it's good, I'm like,
No!
yeah. Jesus, this is a pretty... I don't know why, I just love this sky, because it's like the dark clouds, and then like the blue and the yellow, and the sort of blasting it out with bloom in areas. It's just really striking, and now I'm gonna
And
die.
you are dead.
Yeah. The whole Gwen? Is Gwen the final boss?
See, really, Sen's Fortress, that was a trap. It makes the sky so beautiful so it can make you fall off the edge.
Yeah.
It's just
Angry.
another big trap for Sen's Fortress.
Angering the 5 members of the... Yeah, you know, it's really weird, because Doom and Myst came out same year, and they were competing for, like... I think Myst was the best-selling PC game for a long time. Maybe up until... I don't know. For a while, like, it was super popular. And now it's just... It's lost a whole bunch of that relevance, for whatever reason. Like, I keep running into people who are like, "Oh, Myst, I've never heard of that game." I'm like, "Really?"
Yeah.
It was like huge at the time. Okay, same deal. Go to the bonfire. Take this guy with me, apparently. Wah! Oh yeah, Riven is... So, Mist is the one that I have all the nostalgia for, so that's always going to be my favorite. But Riven is better in just about every way, and it is one of the best adventure games ever made. Like, I think the entirety of the whole number puzzle in Riven is probably one of the greatest bits of puzzle design in any game. It is just brilliant.
So we are going to warp to, Firelink Shrine?
Really?
I think we need to get eaten by, the snake.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so which one just to start with? Do you have the new one? The new remake? Because that's actually a fantastic way to play the first game for the first time. Unless you are willing to play the original, which, is very old. Like, it's not so much... Like, the puzzles are still fine. But it's very low-res, you know, static screen point-and-click adventure. So if you're not kind of on board and know what you're getting into, that can be kind of off-putting. So I think if you're like, yeah, I want to experience the original version and I'm okay with the, you know, the static point-and-click thing, go with the original version. Otherwise, I would say play the most recent remake. And yeah, just start with that. And whenever you get to the Selenitic age, and you get to the train in that, consult a walkthrough.
Console the walkthrough.
Oh, that's one of the that's easily the worst puzzle in that whole game. It's really dumb. Anyway, where am I going? I should rest here.
Eaten by the snake.
Right, eaten by the snake. Why didn't I... Oh, because I don't want to talk to him. He's a downer.
Yeah, he goes insane anyways.
Yeah, just leave him alone. Big final Riven? I don't think so. There are very few puzzles in Riven that I would say aren't completely fair. They're just really, they require you to really think.
Is it something urgent?
Warp.
Very well. Then stay.
The problem with the subway, or with the train puzzle, is that it kind of relies on you knowing information that you could have learned somewhere else, but had no reason to remember or record. And if you don't know that, I think it's technically possible, but it's going to take way, way, way more time and just going to be really boring. Alright. Do I do something with this?
Rest at Lord Vessel.
Offer
And
souls?
then offer souls.
Ooh, nice. Big old light flare. Did I already rest? Yes, okay. Just want to make sure because... What is this? What is this lack of, This is what happens in Unity when you don't specify a skybox.
Yeah.
Are you an enemy? Okay. Ooh. Oh, these... What are these, Are these, like... Are these trees? What are these?
Yeah, I think... Melted rock, yeah.
They're really cool. So were they melted by a, like, great force? Because that's kind of what it looks like.
This is where the first flame was lit.
Okay, that would do it. Not the thing I wanted to do. So that's a silver knight, right? Or was it a black? Because the black knights you said are the ones that their armor was burned.
Yeah, these guys have black. These are black knights.
Are they? Okay. It's just in comparison to the everything around them, they look slightly less dark.
Yeah, it's just because of the environment, I think.
Yeah, that's really cool. You can, like, it really looks like there was like this giant force that just blasted them, and they're sort of in mid-blast.
Yeah, like a nuclear bomb went off.
Yeah. Oh, he's got that great sword that I wanted. Or colossal sword, I mean. I have the great sword. Ooh, jeez.
When he can one-hand the two-handed sword.
Yeah. Chad.
Oh, he's gonna punish that!
Yes, he is. My friend, I literally defeated Artorias. What have you got on that?
I was hoping he would drop the sword.
Yeah, that would have been great. No, I went over. Oh, I can just go around. Okay.
Do they have a single... I don't think they've made a single game that wasn't inherently about... Well... Bloodborne, maybe. That didn't have, like, entropy as the entropy of the universe as, like, one element of their story.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Get this
Well,
guy to fall off.
Maybe entropy is not super accurate. All their stories are inherently about, like, cycles and people being unable to accept that a cycle is ending. Like, what was happening here is Gwyn saw that the Age of Fire was ending, and he wanted to hold his power, and so he returned here, where he lit the first flame.
Oh, okay.
But it's very much like people not being able to accept that, like, oh, you know, our time is over, and it's time to let the new age come in.
Yeah, that's a pretty somber theme, although relevant.
Yeah.
That's a big axe, jeez. Oh, that's a cool attack. Oh.
Yeah, these guys have cool animations.
That sword placement. I just gave him a cutanoscopy.
Yeah, the Noah Gervais, God, I cannot speak tonight. Noah Gervais videos are great. His videos are just so fun to listen to. He has such a grasp on, like, just, like, details. Not like the super nitty-gritty details that a lot of, like, lore people get into, but just the general theme of things and how they kind of, like, connect to players.
So in light of that, this area is also really neat. So it's like, so the flame was here, right? Was the flame inside this place?
Yeah, this is where it was lit.
So this used to be like super bright, super hot, super like vibrant, and now it's
Yeah,
just sort of this husk.
I feel it's been a while since I've looked up this stuff, but I think they built this place around the first flame, and so like this was a really sacred location, and now this like attempt to extend the flame's life is kind of totally fucked this place.
Okay. Oh, I don't get a. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, so I don't get a bonfire, huh?
Nope.
So I have to do that entire run back whenever I.
I suggest just running past all the knights.
Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
So, big nice tip for Gwyn. He can be parried.
Oh, is it parry time? I'm gonna have to brush up on my. Let's see. What? Oh, I have the I have the buckler. Yeah. Trying to brush up on my. That's not the button I meant to hit. I'm gonna brush up on the timing.
Yeah, he's very susceptible to parries.
Peanut butter parry time. Oh lord. How far do they chase me? The relentless clanks imply pretty far.
Yeah, but they're not super agile, especially the ones with the big weapons.
Yeah. I love this environment though, especially like the corroded metal here. Like the ash around stuff. It's just very cool. I think I need to go that way now. Ooh, that was close.
That was very close.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a bad fight. I've done this fight without parrying. I just think parrying is easy for him.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, he smacked you in the face with that one.
I have to get some time to heal here, which might have a chance right here. Yeah, good enough.
Give you an RPG. They just drop it from a helicopter above.
Yeah. Assuming that is not going to carry. I see.
That one is definitely not parryable. You do not want to get grabbed.
Well, I did. Wow, he really is.
Yeah, that's the combo you have to worry about.
Yeah. Thoughts on Abduction? I've never actually played it.
I've played it and I've recommended it to David.
Yeah.
It has problems, and I think that it's I don't think it's gonna be as good as something like you said Quern is really amazing, right?
Kern is really good, yeah. It falters in world design and atmosphere, but the puzzle design is extraordinary. probably up there with Riven, if not slightly, maybe slightly better in some situations. So yeah, very good. But the problem with Kern that for me doesn't make it quite as good as the games it's emulating is that it just does not have that sense of like the atmosphere to it, or that sense of like the world being like a interesting lived-in place with its own culture. And the story's just kind of like eh. But yeah. Anyway,
I think the gist. So I played. I did not finish Abduction. I played probably about 60% of it. I do like the world building in it. From what I've heard, I didn't really have that big of a problem with the. Oh, god damn it. I didn't really have a big problem with the puzzles, but I've heard other people say that they're too hard and too obtuse. Which, to be honest, is probably a criticism I've heard towards every single puzzle game I've ever heard.
yeah. They would have to be trying pretty hard to be as obtuse as some of the puzzles in Uru.
Yeah, and I'm stupid, by the way. I get stuck on the dumbest puzzles, and I was able to pretty much figure out most of the puzzles in Abduction.
Yeah, I should play it. I wanted to kind of get through the other Myst games first, because I've never played past Riven. Well, now I have, but like, so I wanted to kind of work through the rest of the series, but I don't know. Myst 3, everyone said was actually pretty good, and I ended up not really liking it that much. It was okay, but I was like, eh. I have kind of liked Uru, except when I really don't like it. And I hear that 4 and 5 almost everyone hates, so I don't know. So I may just skip to Abduction.
Yeah, I mean, if you play Abduction and you say it's actually like dog shit, I mean, totally valid. These games aren't my bag like they are yours, and I just sort of, I played it and was like, I enjoyed what I enjoyed, and
yeah,
I don't know how they stack against the other games and all that. It could be like total dog shit, and the reviews aren't for Abduction aren't that good.
Oh,
so.
Really?
It's like, I think it's like mixed last time I saw it.
Oh wow, okay.
I didn't think it was that bad, but I don't know. I'm not a big puzzle game person.
It really depends on the game for me. I like games that are like I like games that are sort of like exploration and puzzles that sort of fit into the world.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons that I have zero interest in The Witness, despite everyone being like, dude, it's amazing. Like, I have no interest in that. Okay. What's the narrative
so
of
actually,
this, like?
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
So there's people who really like The Witness. I dislike The Witness. I played like almost 10 hours of The Witness, and I didn't finish it. I was like so fucking fed up with it by that time. Meanwhile, it's like one of Hakida's favorite games. He loves The Witness.
Oh, really?
For me, if I'm gonna play a puzzle game, I want it to be like infra. I want it to be like stuff that's like connected into the game world and has like a logic that's tied to the environment, and isn't like a I know The Witness does tie the line drawing puzzle into the game world at a bunch of times, but it's different than oh, I'm trying to reboot the power for this subway station or whatever.
Yeah. Or
There's a sort of I hate that I'm going to use this term. There's a sort of diegetic nature to it that I find more fits my style.
Yeah. And my favorite puzzles in Myst games are usually the ones that are more like that. And my least favorite are the ones are more like The Witness, and like that one age in Uru that I absolutely hated, which sucks because it's gorgeous. It's one of the best looking ages in the game, but it's basically just a bunch of sort of gotcha puzzles that only exist to be puzzles, and I'm like, this is annoying and stupid.
Are you still wearing the flippy ring?
Yeah, I should probably take that off, shouldn't I?
Because I don't think it's working anymore. I think you're over the weight limit.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what game I've been playing that actually has amazing puzzles is Control Alt Delete. No, Control Alt Delete. Control Alt Ego.
I bought that. I'm gonna have to try it at some point.
Because it's like there's such a myriad of ways to solve puzzles, and they all are like super clever and fun.
So, what do you mean by mandatory progress puzzles? How's that different from it? Not getting the timing. Oh, jeez. How's that different from any other puzzle game? Oh, and someone asked, what's the narrative of Myst like? It is surprisingly, it's surprisingly complex and deep. Like, there's a bunch of world building in the series. There we go.
You know what other game that I surprisingly like the puzzles of?
What's that?
Penumbra Overture.
Oh yeah, those are great. Those were like an early sort of real world, really realistic puzzle solutions sort of game.
I just like the moment where you can be like, oh, you know, I have to get over this electric fence, and you like can drag a mattress or whatever to lay it on top of it and then jump over it. It's just like,
yeah.
Holy shit, this is like intuitive puzzle design. That's awesome.
Yeah, those are great. Stride, I'm still not quite get what you're saying though, because like it's a puzzle game, so that's sort of the deal. Is that they don't use real-world engineering? Well, maybe they kind of do, but all of them are solvable just based on, like, you don't have to know anything outside of the game. Like, I know nothing about engineering, and I was able to get through all the puzzles. They're usually just kind of they're made to be pseudo-realistic, but still be gamey.
If you're getting into Penumbra, I suggest Penumbra Overture, which is the first one.
Yeah, just start with the first one and the best one.
Yeah, I think Penumbra Overture is like the best one.
You know, this shiny stuff on the steps looks a lot like the gold shiny stuff on those dogs.
Oh, it might be like specular stuff.
Well, I was just wondering if that was like a lore thing. Like the dogs were corroded in some way by that. It has that same sort of like gold tint to it. Yep, I remember Black Plague was the one everyone loved most, but I like Overture the best.
Yeah, Overture is way my favorite.
Oh, that's the... That's the grab. Cat, this is not the time. Yeah, I mean, cats. Yeah, it does kind of expect you to solve some pretty intricate puzzles.
Yeah, some of those puzzles are really difficult.
Yeah.
For sure. But I like them.
Yeah. Well, again, it's a puzzle game. That's kind of the whole deal. Although if you went into it wanting something that was a little more just like a exploration game, I could see that being annoying.
Yeah, it's a little bit like buying a jigsaw puzzle and being like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah. I do not have time to heal. Oh, wow, he does not want me to heal. Oh, I'm alive! How am I alive? Oh my gosh. Cat,
Yeah,
that was your fault. Shoot. Oh, Baba is You is some like next level. Those puzzles get. That game is brilliant. First of all, it's fantastic, but those puzzles get so insane. But hold on, I'm gonna evict the cat from my room. I'll be back.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Cat. Come on.
Away, cat, away!
Alright, cat is gone. Yeah, I guess I could understand that. I mean, I love those sort of puzzle games, so I was fine with that. I just love Infra. I know there's a lot of stuff that is like you could criticize about Infra, but it's one of those deals where it is just so made for me that I just don't care. Like, okay, these box stacking sections are bad. I know the puzzles, you know, run the gambit. Some of them are great, some of them are kind of dumb. There's all these little criticisms you could level at it, but at the end of the day, it's just a game where it's like, I play it and I'm happy.
Yeah, it's great. I really enjoyed that game.
Yeah. It's just, that's one of my, like, chill games, you know, when you just want to, it's like, just want to relax, play some Infra. I've been playing through it again, because it's like, it's long enough, you kind of forget the puzzles, and also it's just awesome to wander around the places.
I was gonna say that it's probably the most beautiful I've seen, like, that version of the Source engine at.
I think it's kind of between that and Black Mesa as being the high points for Source visuals, right?
Yeah.
Which I would go with Infra personally, but that might just be might be biased because I love the locales of Infra so much.
There's so many little things in Infra that make the Source engine mapper in me just go like, holy shit. Like, I remember watching the planes take off in the skybox for like 10 minutes. Like, they rigged planes to like go on the runway and take off at the airport in the 3D skybox. That shit is insane!
It's really crazy.
Oh, he's kicking your ass this time.
Yes, he is. Oh, jeez. I really like, it's not really a criticism of Black Mesa's, because I think it's really good for what it is, but I just really don't like it that much. Because I like the original Half-Life, and so there's a lot of stuff that Black Mesa does where I'm like, I liked it better the original way.
We had like a... So we were playing Black Mesa at the same time. We had like an interesting conversation about how there are elements of Half-Life... I would not call Half-Life an immersive, but there are elements of Half-Life that kind of simulate a little bit of that same kind of logic that led to like immersive sims. And one of them is that the guards at the beginning, like once shit hits the fan, if the guards die, like as you're leaving the first guards and the first time you meet the zombie, if that guard dies, you can pick up his pistol and now you have your first gun. It's like, oh, the guard died. I'm gonna take his weapons. I'm surviving the Black Mesa incident.
That's fairly early too. Like it's an early time to get that gun. Or you could help him because I think if you let him fight that zombie on his own, he will die. Or you could help him, and then you can actually get him to follow you, and then he's like an AI companion for a little while to help you out.
But then at the same time, and so what Black Mesa did is when the guards die, you can't pick up their guns. They just sit in the holster. You can't interact with them. Because Black Mesa changed it to, we want to give you the pistol in a specific room. We want to make it like you know, a moment where you get the pistol. There's like a balance to it. And like, I understand that because I get that, like, oh, you know, we want this to be the crowbar section or the flare section. then we want this to be the you have the pistol now. The balancing of that makes sense, but there's still a level of like the way that the original Half-Life does it that's like super respectable. That's like very, you know, this is it's very like truthful as a game that just lays out the like the enemies and the weapons and the systems, and there's it's just like what you see is what you get.
Yeah, it's even though it's sort of like so he's gonna do that whenever I heal. All right. Even though it's like everyone talks about it as like the point where shooters turned linear and set piece focused. Half-Life is actually has a bunch of like systems going on in it, and you can like there are a lot of little moments where you can interact with the world in a semi-emergent fashion, and the combination of that plus the scripting and all that makes for at the time at least, a very immersive experience. So like one example is there's that one turret you face early on where you can like you can just ignore it. You could use boxes to hide push boxes up to hide from it and get underneath and turn its power off. Or if you've gotten grenades in a previous area that has several different ways of getting into, you could use those grenades on it to destroy it. You know, little things like that, and most of that was taken out of Black Mesa. Other little puzzles, like there's one point where there's an electrified source of water, and it's like there are a couple different ways you could get over this water source. You know, it's not like Dylan said, it's not an immersive sim, but it has those little elements of like the world behaving in a way that feels sort of like it's a real place. They swapped. They might have. But it's not. None of that is to say Black Mesa sucks. It's just it had a different approach, and I really like the original Half-Life and the way it did stuff. Oh shoot!
Oh, the halberd.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to heal. Man. Not roll away. There we go.
God, he fucking destroyed you with that.
Yeah. Thought that was an attack.
Use their this time to heal. Nice.
Do it again here. Oh heck yeah. Here also. Oh.
Yes!
That's the one! There we go. Soul of Gwen, Lord of Cinder. That was a really cheeseball way to end the alright. So I did that. The only true way to end Dark Souls, yeah. Oh, my character looks so cool in this cutscene! That's the perfect armor to be wearing for this.
Yeah, that's great.
You are the Dark Soul. So did I restart the flame here?
Yes.
Okay. So
you
is this...
extended the Age of Fire.
Okay, so that was the canon ending?
Yeah, I think that is the canon ending.
So what determines the ending you get?
So you can usher in the Age of Darkness, and then, but that requires you. You remember how you fought the four lords, the four kings,
Mm-hmm.
in the like dark abyss?
Yeah.
You have to meet a different serpent in that abyssal area after you beat the boss,
Okay.
and he helps you start the Age of Darkness instead.
Okay. I mean, ideologically, that would probably be the one I would go for. But
Yeah. We're gonna do.
Don't have to
We
be-
did.
Yes, indeed. The
Um,
dark sign brands the undead.
we did that one because it'll make sense. That's kind of the canon ending for when we
And in
play.
this land-
If you ever play Dark Souls 3.
yeah, okay.
The undead are corralled and led.
Wait. Now we just restart. Oh, it just boots us into New Game Plus,
Yep.
huh? Okay. Alright then. Well, we're going to...
We did it!
Game, we did it! Yep, we finished the Dark Souls. Truly, we are the Dark Souls. It is before they discovered menus. Yeah, I mean, I think ending the age would make the most sense to me. Yeah, what a great game. It's so weird in a lot of ways, but there's all of the weirdness. I feel like if I were a person who was able to stick with games, which I'm not, unfortunately, and I discovered this back in, whenever, what would this be, 2011?
Yep,
Something like that?
2011.
Oh yeah, it says right there, 2011. Like, I probably would have been super into this. Like, playing
Yep.
this, there's a whole bunch, so much stuff to discover. It's just so different and weird. Yeah, honestly, even in light of Elden Ring, it still holds up as kind of its own really interesting thing. So I'm very glad that I finally beaten it, finally played it. I think, I'm not sure. Dylan and I have talked a little bit about what might be fun to do for the next stream, which is not going to be Dark Souls 2, because I'm taking a break from Dark Souls for a little bit.
Which is
and-
entirely understandable.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for everyone for watching. If you've been here since the beginning of the Dark Souls saga, which was a long time ago now because of all the missed streams and sucking at bosses and everything. Thank you for watching the whole thing, and thank you everyone for coming to this stream. And yeah, I'm gonna cut it off here. Ending Dark Souls seems like a good time to end the stream. It's about midnight. I'm probably gonna stay up a little bit later and play more Scorn.
Me too.
And yeah. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming. I will see you next stream. Thank you, Dylan, for joining me on the Dark Souls adventure. Yeah, see everyone later. Bye.
Goodbye!